Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. Okay, since our Nature Society of our university is organising a nature week, so let's discuss and decide the best activity for the week. So, candidate A, what do you think?
Okay, in my opinion, camping trip to a forest reserve is the best activity for Nature Week. It is because students will get more experience about nature. Okay, for my opinion, study in class not enough for students to get involved about agriculture or nature. They must make more experience. I think hands-on activity will make them more appreciate about the nature and make them remember more about that. So they will excellent in exam. And my second point is camping trip can strengthen the relationship between students. Okay, based on my knowledge, when students more close with others, so they will know about their friends' ability. They can ask their friends to improve their self. So they can success together. That's all my point.
Okay, thank you, candidate A. So, for my opinion, I totally agree with candidate A. This is because I think Nature Week is not only about the trees and how we improve nature, but also the people inside itself getting involved with nature. So for me, camping trip to the forest reserve is the best way to get people closer to forest. Why? Because firstly, they can first hand get new insight on nature. For example, they can learn the structures and functions of a tree, that how it benefits us indirectly. So with this said, they can actually appreciate the value and benefits that the trees, the importance of the trees towards us all. And secondly, the view itself can make people fall in love with nature instantly. So with that said, they can encourage other people to actually preserve and conserve nature just for its beauty. So for me, I think that's all from me. So what do you think, candidates?
Oh yes, I feel the same way. Just I want to add something. I think organize a camping trip to a forest reserve is the best way, the best activity that we can have on the nature week, because it will bring the student near to the nature and appreciate the nature. The student also can experience to live in the beautiful nature, which is full of greenery and full of greenery. After that, the student also can encourage the other participant encourage the other student to get involved at the activities, because the activities is fun and we can have a good time to spend. After that, the student also can learn about the importance of the nature, because in our country that is full of tree and forest, so we can know what is the importance of the forest and nature, so we can keep them for a long time. I think that's all from me.
Okay, candidate D, what do you think?
I'm sorry, but I'm quite disagree with you guys, because in my opinion, I think that organizing a tree planting activity is the best activity for Nature Week. I will state out based on two aspects, which are ecological and environmental value, and the second point is personal and spiritual value. For my first point, which is ecological and environmental value, we can contribute to our university by improving the university environment, because the tree that we plant itself will contribute to our environment by providing oxygen, improving air quality, and conserving water. And the tree can also filter the air by removing and absorbing the other pollutants like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide. For my second point, which is personal and spiritual value, the main reason we like tree is because they both beautiful and majestic. Because the different species display a seemingly endless variety of shapes, forms, texture, and vibrant colors. And the strange long lifespan of trees give them a monument-like quality. That's the reason why most of us react to the presence of tree with healing and relaxing feeling. Although we did not get the view at first, but we can give a better view for our next generation. That's my opinion.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I disagree with candidate D. Why? Because I think tree planting activity can be a part of the nature week, but I don't think it's a sole activity that can be carried out throughout the week. Why? Because I think tree planting activity is a one-time thing where we only get the feeling of benefits at in the heat of the moment, and then we can't fully utilize the whole week for tree planting. So I think camping to the forest, where we have activities each day and fully utilize the whole week, is the best way to carry out nature week. So what do you guys think?
I think so. I think the same way as the candidate C is thinking, because if we in the forest, we can get near to the nature by get in touch with it.
So I think so before I conclude, let us see our final decision. So what is your decision, candidate A?
My last decision is I think camping trip to a forest is the best activity for nature.
Yes, candidate B, I also agree to camping trip to the forest. What about you, candidate C?
I'm still disagree that camping
Trip to the forest.
camping trip to the forest is the best activity for the week. I'm not agree.
Oh, I know it.
Okay, so what about
I'm still with one point that organize a camping trip to a forest reserve is the best way, the best activity that can be held.
Okay, so we can conclude that most of us agree that camping trip to forest reserve is the best way to organize nature week, and one of us disagree. So thank you all for a stimulating discussion. So
That's all for this discussion. Thank you.